Welcome, everybody, back to the Buds Podcast, episode 22. And over the past weekend, there's been a lot of information coming out about seasons restarting, about what seasons are going to look like. And on Friday, the day we posted episode 21, Friday night at 7 o'clock, the NBA schedule for the seeding was released. So basically, it's the games that they're going to play to see who's going to make the 8th seed and all the 1 through 8 at that point. So I think we're going to talk about that and like who has the easiest schedule and just go through a couple of big games that we can see already. So Nick, I'll let you take that.
So you say who has the hardest ones first?
Yeah, you can go with like the top 5 hardest.
I mean, this only shows the 5, so it shows the 5th hardest, the Blazers, which is probably a GG for them.
Yeah.
And then the 4th hardest is the Heat. The 3rd hardest, Lakers. 2nd hardest, Toronto. Then the hardest schedule, Denver Nuggets.
Yeah, I mean, I feel like definitely with Portland there, they're just trying to screw them over. Like,
for those top 3 teams, it doesn't really sound like a problem for them because they're all like top.
I was gonna say they're all in it anyway, so
they're all definitely in. And who was 4th?
The Heat.
Okay, I mean, yeah, Heat are in it too.
I mean, yeah, the Heat are in it, but like, wait, is that just for like? That's just for like the before the playoffs thing, right?
Basically,
like
so basically for the East, you only have to worry about the Wizards and then the 8th.
Why are we worrying about the Wizards?
Because they're in it.
Yeah, because they're in it trying to make the 8th seed. So you only have to worry about the Wizards trying to get it in. So basically, the Heat clinched a spot.
Yeah, but like, do you have to worry about the Wizards though?
I mean, if they want to sneak up, sure.
I mean, the Wizards are actually never mind. Wizards are 6 games away from Orlando.
So they gotta win out.
Yeah, they have to win out. So
Orlando just has to fall apart. Well, yeah.
Wait, so Nick, say 1 through 4 again, real fast for me.
Denver, Toronto, Lakers, Heat.
Yeah, all those teams clinched. So
yeah.
So basically, Portland.
Just their seeding might get ruined.
Yeah, it's just basically the ones that had already clinched are all playing each other.
Yeah.
Really.
I mean,
so then, go through the easiest ones.
Well, hang on. Before we move on, I wanted to input. I think weren't the Blazers one of the teams that like were not wanting to play?
Yeah, they're the reason why the whole tournament's going on.
They wanted.
I think they were the only team that declined it.
Yeah,
right, they wanted the pick.
It was a 29-1 decision, and they were the only team that declined it, saying they just wanted the season to end.
Or they said they had a better option or something like that.
They're saying there was better options that they could go through, and that's why this play-in tournament is happening, I think.
Yeah, it was because Lillard said he wasn't going to go there just to not play in the playoffs. He wanted to be able to be playing in the playoffs, so they had to like cater it around him.
And, I mean, that's probably why they have one of the hardest schedules, just to kind of piss them off.
They probably did it on purpose.
Oh, I wouldn't without a doubt.
See, so the team with the 5th easiest, the Celtics, who have the 3rd seed. So people think like they're gonna end up passing Toronto now, but
yeah, because Toronto has their
3.5
game
difference ahead or something.
They're 3 games ahead. Yeah, something. Yeah, exactly 3 games.
And then the 4th easiest, the Nets,
which helps them there. Kind of clinch their spot.
3rd easiest schedule, Orlando. So they look like they should be able to lock down the 8th seed.
Oh, yeah. So basically, Washington is not going to be able to get into this playoffs.
Which they don't need it. They need the pick over the.
Yeah.
They're just there for the giggles.
So
basically, John Wall's not playing?
Yeah, they're not. He's not.
He's not. I thought they said he might. But
yeah, there was one they were saying KD might too, but John Wall said, no, I'm not playing. I'm coming back 100% next year.
So basically, the East is set because Brooklyn, Orlando have 2 of the easiest schedules. They're 7th and 8th.
As they did all year, playing each East opponents.
So, okay.
Honestly, if I'm the Wizards, I wouldn't even play Bradley Beal.
No.
I don't want to risk him getting hurt for nothing, pretty much.
That's what their whole season was, though, too.
Yeah.
Yeah, but now it's
playing for nothing, risking
almost.
to get hurt.
Yeah, the team with the 2nd easiest, the 76ers.
That's
probably rigged as well.
Yeah, because they could easily move up to 5 or 4 there.
And then, surprise, surprise, the team with the easiest schedule, the Pelicans.
Because they want them in.
Because, everyone wants to see that Zion versus LeBron series.
See,
but the Grizzlies are holding them off.
The Pelicans are 4 games out of the 8th spot.
So they got to win them all. The Grizzlies got to lose, so I mean.
But I mean, you also got to look at Dallas too. They still have a chance to fall out. They haven't clinched yet.
How many games are like the Pelicans behind them or whoever the Knights?
They would
Yeah, I want to
be-
see what the Mavs schedule looks like.
The Pelicans are 12 games behind the Mavs.
Okay, well, the Mavs.
12 game, huh?
Wait, so who's the 9th seed? That's-
The 9th seed is Portland.
And how much are they
29 wins.
behind them?
They are 11 11.
Shouldn't they be clinched?
No, for some reason Dallas is not clinched at 40 and 27.
They're probably within
Oh,
one or
they-
2 games.
Yeah, they're gonna make the playoffs.
Oh, without a doubt. I mean, Memphis would have to win out to even jump over them. So right now,
Yeah.
it's basically, do you want to see Ja Morant or do you want to see Zion in the?
I mean, everyone
playoffs?
sees Zion, but
And I guarantee, I think we will see Zion because the NBA is one of the most rigged sports that there is.
I want it to be
100%.
Ja. I want it to be Ja. The Mavs are pulling up with Trey Burke, Luca, and Tim Hardaway, old time. So
They just
they're
got
holding
Burke.
off the Pelicans too.
I mean, like you said, or like we referenced, everyone wants to see that Lakers versus Portland matchup. Versus
Oh.
Pelicans matchup. They want to see the old
Yeah.
Lakers versus the new Lakers. AD versus Pelicans. I mean,
We've already seen it.
the
but
Pelicans are not
they want to
winning
see a
that.
7-game series of it.
Like,
You want to see a sweep?
yeah, pretty
Guys.
much.
They want to see a 7-game series of that.
I think if they, to be honest with you, if they play out, I think Lonzo shows up and he's the best player for the Pelicans. Everybody wants to see Zion, but I think Lonzo comes back better than
the
ever.
one thing that I'm interested to see, because you haven't seen Zion in really any social media during this
not at
whole
all.
thing. I want to see how he looks.
Do you think he
Oh.
lost weight?
Maybe a
Low-
little bit. He
Meatball,
probably heard. He probably
meatball,
heard people
spaghetti
talking
on the
about
meat.
him.
He
But I
could
mean,
have became
once-
a beast.
Once a
Low-key-
meatball, always a meatball, though.
Low-key, I think he slimmed up a little bit.
I think he
He
might have.
should
too.
have, but
Low
He's-
key,
he
I
heard
think
everybody
the
talking
opposite
about him.
happens. I think he ate too many Cheetos.
I feel like he wanted to be out partying though at the same time.
Zion
Spending
party.
all of his Duke cash.
Yeah,
Yeah.
remember that Snapchat that got leaked? Remember that?
Zion got rejected.
yeah, I mean Zion's a simp as well.
And I mean, talking about seeing Zion, he's going to be the first person we see because the Pelicans play the Jazz 6:30 on July 30th.
Hope
They're
the
the
Jazz
first
just
game.
come out and drop
First,
70
the
on
team
them in the
that
first
caused
half.
all this, pretty much.
Which I didn't even think about it. That's kind of ironic. They're the team that caused this all.
And they started off.
And they were almost the last team we were gonna see before everything happened. They were getting ready to start, and then they had to cancel the game right before tip off.
Yeah.
Did you see that?
Because they. No, that's kind of weird. Because
mean-
so Jazz and Thunder and then Pelican Kings were both canceled, and now you're going to see the Jazz play the Pelicans.
Yeah, I mean, it might benefit the Jazz even more though. Like nobody's gonna touch Gobert, and
Yeah.
you got Donovan Mitchell comeback season. Like I think it's gonna be crazy against the Pelicans.
It's going to be definitely.
It's either everybody stays away from Gobert or everybody takes out Gobert's knees. One
Yeah.
of the two.
They said that Gobert still can't smell things.
Huh?
Which is crazy.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it
he
could be a
he
year.
still doesn't have
or-
any, like, he can't smell
He doesn't
anything.
have senses. Yeah.
It's been 3 months.
He
Yeah,
smells
he still
rockets
can't, he
cooking.
said.
No,
He
that apparently like.
How does he know he
when-
could smell before?
If it hits you hard like it did Gobert, I guess you can lose some of your senses for life.
A
Well,
year.
GG.
I think it was a year. They said
It was a year,
Yeah,
If he's
it
not
could be
showing anything else, then GG.
but
I mean, I don't
and
think you
then-
have to have the sense of smell to be good at basketball.
That's what I'm saying.
I think he's fine. They don't have a guard. They don't have like a smell off in the middle of halftime to see.
I
who
think it would
goes to
benefit
tip
him
off.
really.
He won't be able to
Bumping
smell
and
the
grind-
sweat.
Yeah,
Bumping and
won't
grinding on
be
all
able
the
to
big guys, I
smell
think it'd benefit him.
You want to
Zion.
smell Zion's spaghetti sauce.
His gumbo.
So then moving on to that night game on Thursday, at 9:30 or at 9,
Christmas
sorry,
all
on
over again.
TNT, we have Clippers versus Lakers, which is like I said before we started recording this that it probably should have been Lakers and Clippers first, but Mort made the
They
point
wanted
that
prime
It's
time.
the night game.
Yeah, it's the
prime
night
time.
game.
So
Because, I
Patrick
mean-
Beverly's gonna sweat that game.
Because the day game is going to be like the one that people are going to turn on and not pay attention, or like they're going to be coming home from work and they're going to miss some of it. Like they want the other one
More-
to be seen.
people are watching that game no matter where they're at. Like if I'm
Urge.
working,
Well, yeah,
I'm
but,
gonna
like
have
other
it
people
turn.
are just going to throw it on in the background, like whatever gets on.
It's the more you
But
gotta
there's
realize.
there's nobody
People
there.
haven't
and
had
everything.
NBA for 4 months.
Yeah. You
Like-
think people are going to be glued every second?
People
Yeah.
are literally betting on 2K games simulated. I think people are going to be pretty interested in any NBA game we
Well,
got.
those
I wouldn't-
guys
I
have
wouldn't be-
gambling problems.
I could guarantee you if I haven't looked at the full schedule, but if the Kings and Wizards play, I guarantee you they will have the highest like
Oh yeah.
viewership they've ever had for either of those teams.
I was going to say like I wouldn't care about a Jazz Pelicans game like during the normal season.
I'm
Well,
gonna
yeah.
watch I'm gonna watch as many games as I can.
Yeah, no, I'm
Right.
gonna
Honestly.
if I can watch a game, I'm watching it. I don't care who it is, I'm watching it. Like
I mean,
that's
I'll
just-
watch it, but in the
that's how
back
it's
of
gonna
my
be for,
mind, I'll
like-
be like, when does the NFL season start?
Of course.
That's how it's gonna be for I think basketball and baseball for me. If I can watch a game, I'm watching it no matter what.
Like I literally watched golf the other day. That's how bad it's getting.
I was watching it too. I thought I would never watch it, but like I watched the last
I
3
didn't
holes.
watch damn golf. I got better things to do with my life. than
Yeah,
watch
like
golf.
watch NASCAR, we know.
for 5
NASCAR.
hours.
I mean, that's it. Hey, a lot of people watch NASCAR. Okay.
They literally drive in circle.
See,
Okay,
now the
we're
one
just
thing I
gonna-
want to mention, because I just mentioned the Kings, everyone's kind of counting them out, even though they have the same exact record as the Pelicans.
They were counted out before the season started.
My
Yeah,
God,
but-
they're missing half of their
yeah,
squad.
they need to get healthy first.
Yeah.
like
First of all, they
actually
need help.
healthy.
But the
Yeah.
fact is, like, when you see all these memes and everything, they're always counting. They don't even count the Kings, even though they have the same exact record.
Because nobody
as
cares about
the
them. Like outside of De'Aaron Fox and Buddy Hield, nobody cares.
I mean,
They're
could
just
they make,
they're just there.
could they make some noise though?
No, not with
I think-
Luke Walton. Heck no.
What about? So
Forgot
then
he's
we'll
the
go to.
coach.
We'll go
De'Aaron
down
Fox
to-
got to get the heck out of town with Luke Walton there.
I heard he wanted to get traded. Actually,
Probably everybody wants to get traded there.
Would you want to play for Sacramento?
I mean, they have a retractable roof.
Their best player, the best player outside of De'Aaron Fox and Buddy Hield in the past few years has been Simbalar. Okay.
Oh God,
I
not
mean-
Simbilar.
I mean,
love him
Bogdanovich is
in 2K.
underrated.
Oh, I forgot he was there too. Okay. Yeah. Outside of those three.
Definitely not
But-
that power forward.
And then, I mean, other than Sacramento, you got San Antonio and Phoenix, which probably again
You know,
won't make.
wait, how many
much
games are
noise.
the Suns behind the 8th seed?
Behind the 8th seed,
Oh
they
my
are.
God,
I think it's like
not the
5
or
Suns.
8.
Oh, 6. Oh,
Wait,
I was going to
8?
say 5 or 6.
No,
Wait, so-
because I think we talked about this back when the whole concept of this was being stirred around, that they would have to win out no matter. Like they have to win.
They have to go
every
8-0,
single game. Yeah,
And hope other teams will lose.
and the Grizzlies have to go 0-8, and everyone else has to go.
because
Yeah.
how many games do they play? 8 games.
yeah.
Okay.
That's kind of a
So-
waste for them to go there.
Yeah,
But
it's
they
a
get to
waste.
chill. That's what I was saying. Like, hook up the Wi-Fi for
Yeah,
Devin
I
Booker.
mean, yeah,
to
they
stream.
get a free vacation.
Basically,
Aaron
yeah.
Baines is going to go crazy out on the yacht club.
No, but
Oh,
I think
don't
the
worry,
cool
don't worry.
dynamic you'll see is after like some teams get eliminated, they'll still be there to watch these teams and stuff.
Well,
like
yeah.
that.
Well,
They won't want to be, but like,
Yeah.
it's
Well,
gonna happen.
well, yeah, because they can't leave to the end of the season, right?
yeah.
I mean,
Which
I,
is so stupid.
I mean,
I
I
don't
guarantee that the Suns are going to spoil teams like seeding.
That's what I'm saying. Like, they'll be there to spoil like the Wizards too. I mean,
No,
I think
yeah,
the
so
Suns have a better
basically-
chance of doing that. But
Basically, when you look at it, Washington, the Suns, the Spurs, and Sacramento are just there to ruin teams' like seeding position.
and kind of the Trailblazers.
Yeah, and I mean, and you can say the
Yeah.
Pelicans, but we know how that's going to go. So
Not with how easy their schedule is. I'm not spoiling
yeah, I was going to
anybody.
say they.
Do they even play
go
any
against
playoff
easy-
teams?
Maybe
What?
1 or 2.
Let
And
me see.
they're the lower tier ones, like this 6 through 9 seed or something like that.
Okay, so Pelicans play the Jazz, and then they play the Clippers, Grizzlies, Kings, Wizards, Spurs, Kings, and Magic.
What? So only the Clippers are their only comp.
Yeah.
Basically.
Well, and the Grizzlies. Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Grizzlies are better
I,
than
I didn't
them.
hear
Jeff,
I
huh?
didn't hear the Grizz.
See, that Grizzlies game will actually be pretty interesting. And I mean, you can
Yeah.
say did you say the Jazz too?
No, because nobody really cares about them. They just exist too.
You're
Really?
mean 24.
Let me see.
They just get there and they
Sacramento.
don't do anything.
I mean, that's
Sacra-
true, but you didn't have to say it.
Sacramento plays
Good
the Spurs,
Good lord.
the Magic, the Mavericks, the Pelicans, the Nets, the Rockets, the I mean, and the Lakers are their last game. You could possibly see maybe Sacramento pulling a couple games though, and getting
Well, I
close
mean-
there.
And then just for giggles.
Yeah, just for giggles, you know.
Just for geek.
It'd be funny though if they made it over all the teams everyone's talking
Yeah.
about.
I'd be okay with that. That's definitely a sweep before the series starts for the Lakers.
Yeah, you're
They're
just
putting
you
up
just want easy
130 on
team
them.
there.
They're
You
putting
just
up
want easy
130
team
on
there.
them a night. Like, with a little, there's no
Is
way.
Denver the second seed?
Third seed. They could easily get second.
How
though,
many
'cause
how many
they're,
games are the Clippers behind the Lakers?
Few.
They're
I wanna say
behind
like 3 or
5
4.
games.
Oh.
5.5 actually. Sorry.
Yeah, they probably won't be able to catch them.
No. Something else I want to mention about the restart down there is it came out on Sunday during the day on Sunday, I believe, that NBA Players Association and NBA are trying to work on a deal so that instead of having last names on the back of players' jerseys, they can have like certain statements or like phrases to combat like the Black Lives Matter movement and social and systematic racism.
Okay, my thing with that, I don't want to sound like I'm hating on it or something, but my thing is, what are the white players gonna do? They're gonna keep their last names? Because then if they do,
some
if
of
they
them will
do,
still support it. Probably.
I mean,
if they do, then
yeah.
people are gonna say they don't care. But if they do like put a message on there, then people are gonna say, well, it doesn't matter about you anyway.
No,
I
see,
mean,
here's the
like,
thing. Here's the thing.
with-
I think
With Ja, like I don't know if anyone saw like Ja posted on
Yeah,
Twitter.
that was a fake thing. You obviously can't do that.
Yeah, but it'd
Yeah.
be funny.
Yeah, no, I know,
It'd
like
be very funny.
I mean,
no,
like
here's the thing. I
I'd
think
hope-
if a handful of players do it, everyone has to do it. Because if certain people don't do it, then it's gonna look bad, you know.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like,
So I think if you have a group of players doing it, they all need to say, okay, we're all gonna do it. But if
I mean, they can't make you do it.
no, but then like if
you'll just
not
get
everyone
hated
do
on
it,
a ton.
then
and
yeah,
it'll be
then people
weird,
get
but-
called out.
I mean,
and
there's definitely a handful of players who won't do it.
yeah,
Because then
which
there's
is-
going to be a lot of people saying, well, you don't need to put that in basketball and everything. And people going to
I
say,
mean,
well, yeah, that's the
Get
point.
the politics
Basketball
out the
for it.
dang basketball.
Like how
I
people,
mean-
I thought the nicknames on the jerseys were cool, but people hated
Exactly.
that.
No,
I love
I
the
think
nickname.
I think they should put "He Hate Me" on the back of the jersey.
Like I think that's cool. I think basketball should get us away from everything this horrible year. I think it
But
should
at
get
the
us away
same
from
time-
everything.
But at the same time, they need to use their platform they have to speak out about everything that's going
Yeah.
on.
That's
It's
what I'm
not gonna
saying.
it's
They'll
not
have
gonna
to-
bring any
it's-
more awareness.
It's very a conflicting situation. So we'll
I
just
mean,
we'll
it
just
happened
move,
in NASCAR, but then
We'll
again,
just-
people in NASCAR threw a hissy fit.
yeah, we'll
Well,
just
some
move
people
on.
in NASCAR threw a hissy fit. Not
Yeah.
everybody did.
You know what? Whatever they do, I respect it. That's all I'm saying.
Yeah. So some other news that came out Sunday afternoon was the MLB. Not all teams, but a majority of their teams released their like player pools or their like taxi squads. Or it's 60-man rosters, correct, Mort?
Yes, it is.
Okay.
I think they
So
only all
6
listed the 58.
Yeah, I was gonna say a lot of teams didn't release their full 60, so they're leaving some roster spots open, obviously for maybe players they drafted this year or players that they still can sign. And I know the number one prospect, what's his name again?
Wander Franco.
Wander
Franco. Yeah, he is going to be playing for Tampa Bay, so I don't know if he's going to be a taxi squad player that he only plays like half the games, or like he's going to be like a call up for double headers or something like that, or if he's going to be playing majority of the games.
I
for them at
mean,
shortstop.
Isn't he good enough to like start?
He's
Oh,
19.
for sure. But I mean, Willie
I
Adames
mean-
is doing good there too.
Yeah,
They'll probably have him for like the doubleheader.
probably. He'll probably just be a guy that plays like half the games. Or
I mean,
something
I don't
like
know if
that.
they're trying to start at 19-year-olds though.
Yeah.
Like start him like the first game, like every game.
It's good.
And I know another
depth
team.
player
I
to
mean, he'll
have.
be on the taxi. He'll just be up and down. It's not like he'll be playing a ton.
He'll be up in the stands cheering for their team. For his team.
Mm-hmm.
And I know another team. me and Mort's-
more fans than they ever have at their normal games.
Yeah, I was gonna say
Interesting.
another team. Me and Mort's team. We're bringing up our top
Oh, my.
3 prospects. Correct?
Top everybody.
Yeah. Basically, we might as well just bring up the whole farm system at this. point.
Wait, they're bringing
Wait,
up.
I just-
They're bringing up Mize and Matt Manning.
Yeah,
Yes.
Mize, Matt Manning, and
Skubal.
Riley Green.
And
Wait,
Skubal
so-
and Riley Green and
Riley Green's outfielder. Am I correct?
yes.
All right.
And they're
but
bringing and I think this was the first team. When I was scrolling through the teams, I think they're one of the only teams bringing up a draft pick from this year so far that I've seen.
a lot of them weren't saying that yet. I know
Yeah,
the
a lot of-
Cubs only have said like only they're 40. They said
Yeah.
they're still trying to determine if they want draft picks and other guys.
Yeah, only a handful of squads have even released who their 20-plus players are. But the Tigers are bringing up Dylan Dingler, who they drafted 2nd round, or he was a
Mhm.
composition pick, right?
Yeah, basically.
He's
same.
probably
So,
their
yeah.
best catcher right now.
I mean, up there, yeah.
Nah. I just thought about this. I didn't see Isaac Paredes on that list though. That's
I
kind
did
of
not
weird.
either.
I don't know how they skipped out on him.
I want to be an owl, but who?
He's a top 5 prospect. Top 50
But-
in all baseball.
So, but I think most teams said they're going to try to release the rest of their 60-man squad, obviously
Yeah.
by Wednesday, which is opening day for training camps. And
I'm
another
waiting
thing
to see the Cubs
Oh my!
because they only put out like 40 of them, and I'm trying to see if they're going to put Wagyu on there or not.
Another thing I
Probably
did
not.
see is that Toronto was granted to return to Toronto. The players were granted to return there, and they can practice in Toronto now. I did see that. So, I mean, that's some positive news there for them, at least, that they can,
Yeah, it's safer there.
safer and probably more than likely than in Florida, where half of them were.
Yeah.
But
Yeah,
other
the
than that, I
Tigers
think-
pioneered that idea, playing at spring training at their own place.
I don't think there wasn't any more MLB news. Obviously, we have now 2 days till training camps reopen, and
Crazy.
I think from July 1st to July 23rd, there's gonna be news every day about MLB. So we're gonna have a lot to report there. I feel
Yeah.
as though, and then so I don't think there's any more about MLB. So then moving into the breaking news we got before we started recording this, about an hour or two. In the NFL, the New England Patriots have found their starting QB. A guy majority of us knew he was going there because he was the best free
I think
agent quarterback
everybody
available.
Really, I don't know how people didn't.
Former MVP, Super Bowl runner-up, Cam Newton.
Well, I'm just saying, Wachi doesn't even start. Like, knowing Bill, like, I'm just saying, knowing him, I have a feeling that, like, he might use him to, like, get knowledge to their other – I mean, obviously, Brian Hoyer, like, doesn't need knowledge. He's, like, 30-something. But, I mean, Stidham, I mean, he might use him. I mean, yeah, Cam will probably – I mean, they should tank for Lawrence either way.
Yeah.
I mean,
I saw that
should
Colin
take more.
Cowherd made a bold prediction and said that
Just
He
like everything he
thinks-
says.
Yeah.
he thinks that Cam Newton is going to beat out Stidham. That's his bold prediction.
Well, I mean
Not really bold.
I mean, it's not really –
I know.
it's not really a bold –
I mean, I'm saying
I feel like
can
you could
see
have
it
said any
happening.
QB that got signed there was going to beat out Stidham, no matter what.
As long as Cam's healthy, he's probably going to start.
Which,
Yeah.
from his Instagram, he seems like he's in the best condition of his life right now.
I mean, you can say that until he takes shots.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's the only thing. He has to have actual game action, which you haven't seen him in true game action in almost a year and a half. So it's going to be really interesting how he comes back and how he
I
performs.
just don't
with,
see how he's going to fit in their system.
Yeah.
All I'm saying is I doubt he's Superman Cam still.
See, the thing that
That's what I'm saying.
I obviously don't like the Patriots because they've terrorized the NFL for the past 20 years.
Who does?
But the thing I like that they're probably going to do with Cam is make him more of a pocket passer and rush when he has to. And I feel like Cam will flourish in that system.
He just has to improve his accuracy.
Do you think so?
I think if they can make him into a pocket passer and rushes when, like, not just design rushes or just when he panics rushes, but when he absolutely has to rush, but throws first, I feel like he'll do really good there.
I mean, can you change a man's like play style like that? It's like
Yeah, most definitely.
He's getting older too.
They did it with I know Teddy Bridgewater had a whole different scenario, but they did it with Teddy down in New Orleans.
yeah, but like I swear he threw like so many short passes though. Like
Yeah, I mean that's probably what they're gonna have Cam do. That's what
Yeah, the
Brady
Michael
did.
Thomas slants.
I mean, yeah, the Michael Thomas slants, ins and outs. I mean,
Yeah, but
mean,
you got to remember, Cam Newton's number one receiver is a hornswoggle.
in Julian
And also we
Edelman, if
saw-
no one understood
We
that.
saw how Cam Newton, what would we say?
I mean,
Oh,
Hornswoggle did lead their team for years, I think, though.
Yeah, he did.
But yeah,
yeah,
but
Edelman-
that's with
Brady.
probably the best quarterback to play ever.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't think that Cam Newton's really gonna change the Patriots. Like, keep it as a perennial playoff
I
team.
mean, they might go 8-8.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I think the best they'll go is 8-8.
I don't know. Cam's entering that age, but I think this is different. Like players in different sports reach their prime at different ages. So like some players can really reach their prime at like 30 to 32, which Cam is 31, I believe.
yeah, they're doing.
It's comeback Cam, really.
Right, but like, do we think Lamar Jackson and Patrick Mahomes are in their prime 2 years in, or I mean,
No,
that's
no.
what I think.
The
I
thing
mean-
that's
He can become
well,
an MVP again.
One thing I want to say, I mean, where I'm talking about Mahomes, like, how can you get better than his first 3 seasons?
no, see, that's the thing that's scary about Cam and Lamar. They're only 2-3 years in, and they're
You
already
mean
doing
Patrick
Mahomes?
You,
Mahomes.
you mean Mahomes and Lamar?
Who did I say?
You said
He
Cam.
said Cam.
Oh yeah, no. So yeah, but Mahomes and Lamar, they're only 2 and 3 years in their career, and they're already doing this amazing. Like, what else do they have to like show?
I
Like,
mean, something even more scary for the teams. I don't want to like go too off on this, but like, you know, Mahomes is gonna get somewhere between 40 and 50 mil, probably.
a year, yeah, probably.
Yeah, a year. I mean, that might like ruin your like franchise because like you could just be. I mean, spending 40 mil on one player.
I don't think that one quarterback. I don't think that the best quarterback in the league automatically
well, no,
results in perennial Super Bowls. I mean, you could
I
say
mean,
that about
yeah.
Tom Brady, but I don't even think Tom Brady was the best quarterback every year.
Yeah,
when he
that's
won
like
Super
paying
Bowls.
Kirk Cousins $33 million a
And
year,
see,
and it's supposed to be the Super Bowl.
Been the
I mean,
age-old thing that
it's gonna be
when
scary.
When Seattle had to pay Russell Wilson, you saw they started crippling and
Exactly.
not being able to fill at certain positions. And I don't want to say that's going to happen with the Chiefs because I feel like they have good.
Well, I mean, if they
around them.
pay Patrick Mahomes 40 to 50 million, then they're going to lose one of their main people being either Travis Kelce, Tyreek Hill.
No, they're going to
on.
lose that line.
Even
'Cause they're
more.
paying
They're
that
very
line.
good. They're maybe their entire very good O line. I mean,
Because
they'll
they're-
probably lose. I mean, Tyron
Hardman,
Matthew's getting
too.
a little older, but
Oh,
I mean,
they're
he's
they're
still-
definitely not going to be able to keep Mecole Hardman. He's definitely going to
100%,
leave.
yeah.
He's going to get a huge contract and
Oh, yeah.
when his contract's up.
That guy deserves somewhere between like 7 to 10 mil a year contract.
No, they're going to
Okay,
lose
that's
Frank
a
Clark
tad-
because
that's a
he
tad
wants a
crazy.
lot of
Yeah,
money.
That's what I was about to say. I didn't want to be favoriting, though. I was actually looking up his contract right now to see when it was up.
Oh,
Who?
Frank Clark,
Oh, did he go to Michigan or something?
yeah.
Yeah,
of course.
of course. That's the only reason why.
Yeah.
I mean,
24
yeah.
knows
I
who he
mean,
is.
it's just scary because like, yeah. I mean, I feel like you can't pay a player that much money. You just
See,
can't.
what I feel like Kansas City will do if they're smart, because they did this with D Ford, they signed him and then traded him. They got a first-round pick, and they can obviously build off of there. So they do that with
To be honest,
Frank
they could
Clark.
just
They do that with-
franchise tag.
Yeah,
Mahomes.
no, yeah, you franchise
They've
tag
got-
trade.
They've got 3 years left of Frank Clark.
He deserves a long-term deal, not a franchise tag.
Yeah.
But I
No,
mean,
but-
there's a difference
mean-
between deserving and getting.
No, but when
Like-
I'm thinking, like, especially with, like, Mecole Hardman, yeah, he's a good receiver. They won't have the funds to keep him on the team. You trade him in his on his end of his rookie contract, get a first-round pick for him if he pans out to be what we saw he was in his rookie year.
I mean, like, so it's like scenarios like you hit and he turns into Tom Brady because you don't want to pay a man $40 million a year to bring you to anything but the Super Bowl.
Yeah.
It's that simple. I mean,
Obviously.
you don't want to pay a guy $40 million a year for you to go like 12-4 in the regular season and lose in the conference championship. You know,
Mm-hmm.
so
I mean, in the day and age of the NFL, like right now, you really. I think the strategy is you literally just have to kind of hit the jackpot and get lucky on a rookie deal.
100%.
Oh, without a doubt. That's definitely.
You can't pay the quarterback anymore.
See, we made this statement with the running backs when we ranted about that a couple episodes ago. You really, it's just if you can find yourself a good running back, you pay him, but he has to show you that he's a good running back.
Because running backs are a dime a dozen. With quarterbacks, it's a little different. I mean,
Honestly, yeah.
Mahomes is obviously going to be I mean, right now, he's looking to be a Hall of Famer.
Mhm.
$40 million is a little ridiculous, and I think that he understands that he's going to be more of a team-friendly guy, so he'll go down a lot more. But, I mean,
Because the thing with Pat Mahomes is he's making the brand deals. He's already pulling in
100%.
right.
millions of dollars from brand deals. And if he can continue to be a perennial Pro Bowl, all-pro player, he'll keep bringing in those brand deals, and he won't have to worry about the money, and he can take more team-friendly deals.
I mean,
Where-
correct me if I'm wrong. I mean, I think the cap space by then it goes up 10 mil a year. So I believe it's gonna be like 300 mil per team. I might be wrong.
I don't think it goes up 10 mil every year,
Yeah,
but I
no.
know it goes up a certain amount.
It went up like 2 mil this year. It didn't go
Yeah,
up that much.
yeah.
It's very stagnant.
It'll
It's-
probably go down next year.
I'm
Since
pretty
the
sure-
coronavirus will put in
yeah,
a little bit of a.
it's just based on average team.
No, it's
salary, I think
also based on the
percentage of that.
economy. I know, I know it's dumb, but it's based on how well everything's going, like how much the dollar is worth. You know,
I mean,
because a dollar now isn't worth what a dollar was 20 years ago. So
yeah,
it's-
I mean, yeah, I mean, what Brad said's pretty much. I mean, that's how you win your Super Bowls. Now, I mean, then again, I mean, the Patriots are like totally different. They won Super Bowls with.
Yeah,
I mean,
but
like,
Brady was taking team-friendly deals
Yeah.
for how long?
I mean, yeah,
I mean, Tom Brady got paid a lot of money.
But they were.
It's just
team-friendly
less than
what
probably that he should have
should've
gotten.
been. Yeah, that's
I mean,
team-friendly.
yeah, I mean,
But to be honest, if he didn't
he
get
wa-
the team-friendly deals, he might not be on the Patriots. I mean, I
Yeah.
know he's not on the Patriots right now, but
he
like,
wasn't even a top 15 paid quarterback like for the most of his career, right?
yeah,
mean,
he's one of the highest earning quarterbacks
now.
ever. Yeah,
Well, I mean, that's he's been there for
20
Yeah.
years.
20. I mean, most quarterbacks, don't get paid that much after like 7 or 8. You know,
Isn't Dak Prescott trying to get 40 million?
I don't
trying to
know
get
why.
Dak
44.
Prescott shouldn't even. He's not.
So if he
worth
gets that, then Mahomes
Right.
is gonna get 50.
Yeah.
you could make the argument for Dak being a top 10 quarterback. That is all you. I don't know. You could do whatever you want.
No, you can't.
But
I mean, he puts up the numbers, but he doesn't put up the
But-
wins.
like I said, what has he done for your franchise?
Yeah.
I think they made
From-
the playoffs twice.
No,
Yeah.
And I want to say they lost one. The first year they lost to the Packers in the divisional round.
And I
Or
think
was that the second year? I don't know.
I think that was
No,
his second year.
I
think
just know one year Aaron Rodgers had that like crazy last like the game-winning drive.
And the other time was I think they lost the first round to the Seahawks in the wild card.
Yes.
Yeah.
So you got a guy who goes 0-2 and plus the team around him is great. And
Yeah,
the
without a
quarterback I mean 50 a little more. The quarterback is the person to blame not all the time. Obviously if he goes for like 5 TDs and but most time the quarterback is the person to blame because he touches the ball every single play. So if you don't score enough points, they blame the quarterback. So I mean I just don't think he's worth
Yeah.
that much money.
Every QB these days is gonna make 20+ mil if you're a starter.
Well, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh,
No
Because
matter
that's just
who
how
it
the
is.
market is.
Well, yeah, because you have to pay your quarterback the most.
you can make what's his name down in Cleveland is getting paid like almost 7 mil to just be a backup. I want to say
Keenum?
Keenum, yeah. He's getting paid 7 mil down there for like 3 years to be a backup. So he's getting paid like 21 million.
Keenum low-key has starter potential. I mean,
Yeah,
he
he's-
does have. I mean,
He's
he has.
a system
with
fit.
the right offense.
He's a
He-
system
he-
fit.
Yeah, he's a system QB, just like
He needs
He,
to go
he
back to
could, he could
Denver
actually, he can honestly probably do better than Baker. That's a hot take.
I mean, yeah.
Honestly, I mean, he's definitely more accurate than Baker. I think Baker's like very inaccurate.
But he can't
he's
move.
just not
as
more
well.
mobile. I mean, yeah, but you have
Keenum
a.
can move.
I mean,
but-
you have a great offensive line though.
Okay, so just so we
Yeah,
don't keep ranting about QBs
we went
here.
off a little about QBs and how some of them don't deserve the money that they want.
But so the NFL finally handed down their punishments for back in December. The Patriots got caught again, Spygate Part 2.
Against the worst team in the NFL.
Right.
So sad.
That's
They
so
got
sad.
Their
Very, very sad.
their television crew got caught filming the Bengals and Browns game. They were up in the press box and they were filming like certain like scouting like information, and then they were filming like on field, and stuff didn't happen then. There was investigation, but just released on Sunday was they're having $1.1 million in club fines. They lost their 2021 third round pick, and the Patriots TV crews are not allowed to shoot games during the 2020 season.
I mean,
Do we think that should be harsher? Yes.
I
They're,
mean,
they're, they're
I
gonna
think
try and
it's
find a
fine.
way to finesse.
exactly.
Well, I saw something that like if Cam Newton does good or something like that, and he signs someplace else, that they basically get that pick back from
Yeah, they get like a
Comp.
compensation.
yeah, which is just a year later. It's another third round pick.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
I mean, definitely
that's probably
Bill-
just them from Nation. They saw their penalties come out, and then they were like, okay, let's
Definitely
sign Cam.
Bill. I mean, definitely Bill's like very smart. What he does with like just signing people and stuff.
Oh, he's one of the smartest
Because
coaches.
because
in
didn't
NFL history.
they signed Cam Newton for a veteran minimum, but he can make up to 7.5 mil.
Yeah, with all.
Didn't they
of
like
his-
break the record for most like compensation picks?
Oh yeah, I think they did because they had I think they had at least 4 last year. Maybe that's a stretch, but
It's something
I
like
don't know.
that.
for sure.
I don't know about no. Did they have that many picks last year?
I think they didn't have a lot of picks, but I know a couple of them were composition picks.
Oh.
I know
So-
they traded a lot.
Yeah, because they
Yeah,
traded a lot, so
yeah,
they
They
what
traded
they-
for more picks and
picks that
then
they had were composition picks. So,
Mhm.
but yeah, I think it was a iffy situation there with the Patriots film crew. I mean, you could have made the case that yes, they were cheating, but like it was the Bengals and Browns. Like,
exactly.
I mean, they definitely do with every team. Then
yeah, I feel like you definitely they just got caught this time.
I
feel
mean,
like
yeah.
you could have
if
they
you catch
possibly
them,
could have been doing this for a long time.
if you
been
somehow
disguising the TV crew as a TV crew when really they were going in there and possibly, but again, not throwing out any allegations, just saying that if they got caught doing it to Bengals and Browns,
Why
who
were
says
they?
couldn't have
at
been
that
doing it
game,
before?
though?
All I'm
Who's like,
saying-
why are they at that game?
all I'm saying is like if they get caught again for something, they have to take away like something bigger. This is the third time in like 5 years or something that they've got caught for something. Like you have to give them a bigger punishment.
So they were filming. They were reportedly doing a TV episode where they were following an NFL scout in what he does, and like how his on-field stuff and everything. But instead, they only had like a couple.
That's Bill finessing.
They only had like a couple minutes of on-field footage, and then the rest it was literally pointing at like stats and like
I'll give it.
everything
To,
like
Yeah,
that.
that's good cap.
I'll give it to Bill, man. He's one of the smartest people.
He's one of the biggest finessers in NFL.
He is a
history.
finesser.
And he never gets like.
He never gets any like I don't think he's ever been suspended except for maybe Spygate Part 1.
Was he suspended for that though?
I don't even think so though. That's
No,
what I'm saying.
it was just Tom Brady. I mean, was it Brady? No.
Tom Brady got suspended for
No.
the Deflategate.
Like,
Yeah, he got suspended. Like, see, Tom, I feel like
I like forget the amount of like things they had.
low key. That's probably why Brady left is because Belichick always pushes stuff on him.
Mhm.
I think they still won the Super Bowl that year.
Yeah, with no punishment.
I mean, they got the punishment after I think they got like 2 years of picks taken, or like a couple picks taken from.
They don't need him.
Boo hoo.
Yeah, nothing bad whatsoever. Now moving on to our last topic, and a topic I didn't think we were even going to talk about until I saw the
Had to address it.
audacity of the NHL. I'm not a hockey fan whatsoever, but I am a Detroit sports fan. And when I saw Detroit had 17 wins out of 71 games, we had the number 1 odds at the number 1 pick in the NHL draft, and it was supposed to be a perennial player, that he was supposed to be the next great player in the NHL. And then we got the 4th pick. Okay. People
No.
fall all the time.
Yeah, that's not even the worst
And then
part.
when they announced who was going to get the first overall pick, and they said it was going to be a player that lost in the play-in round for the NHL tournament to get to the playoffs, that's what pissed me off. How are you going to give the number 1 overall pick to a playoff team? That's just beyond me, and I don't understand how.
Well, technically, they're not a playoff team.
But
Well,
they still have
they're a
enough
good
wins
team who
to
shouldn't be on
make
the
it to
first pick.
playoffs.
I mean, they're a mediocre team. All the teams in
How
the
are you
play-in
gonna give
tournament
the
are
number 1
basically
overall pick
just
to a mediocre
good
team?
or mediocre.
Still,
Well, it's
it's,
a, it's a
it's
draft
really
lottery.
a-
It's a draft lottery.
It's really a win-win situation for those teams.
like I think you said somebody said the guy that I don't even know his name, but he's apparently from Montreal, this guy that's supposed to go first overall. And I think somebody mentioned that it's going to be like a Montreal type of thing, how they did it with Derrick Rose in Chicago with the Bulls, how they're going to get it to Montreal so you can be a hometown type of guy.
Yeah, that'd
I
be
just-
stupid.
I don't understand it. The NHL, I don't
Yeah,
understand.
they shouldn't even give him the
why.
chance to get the first pick.
Detroit had 17 wins. 17, and they got the 4th pick. I understand it's a lottery, but come on, man. Like,
I mean, I think the lottery system's stupid.
100%.
I think it's in the NBA. It's stupid. I don't know why they still do it.
I mean,
Yeah, at
it's
least
just
they-
so it's luck.
At least they almost had half as many wins as the Tigers.
Yeah. That's all I had to
I
say
feel
about
like
that.
Draft lotteries are always like it never goes to like the team with the highest odds.
Only
The
a couple
reason
times.
I don't know why they still have draft lotteries, because then when the team that should get the number 1 overall pick doesn't, they say it's rigged, and they say that the New York team got it or the Los Angeles team got it.
Because they don't
It
want
happens.
tanking to happen.
Well, I mean, but that's stupid.
I mean-
Isn't the whole thing? Didn't the 76er tank for like 5 years in a row just to get
Yeah.
picks?
And
I
see,
thought the NBA is where it happens the most.
seeing like the thing with the Pelicans getting Zion, it couldn't have been set up more perfectly. They lost Anthony Davis. They're like, oh, okay, you lost Anthony Davis. Let's give you another number 1 overall pick the year after you lose him. Like, it's just
Okay,
Yeah,
but the
it's-
Los Angeles Lakers were 4th in that draft. I don't want to
exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly.
I think, but they didn't actually have the pick. It was the Hawks.
Yeah.
Right.
It was their pick. They traded away the pick though.
Yeah,
if
but
it-
and
I
the,
think-
the Lakers didn't even make the playoff. The Lakers were like at the bottom almost. They're like mid tier.
Yeah. They shouldn't have been. No, more. You realize they jumped up like 10.
Yeah, I think they were supposed to be at
Yeah.
like 6 or 7, but
No, they were supposed
No,
to be
they're
at like.
supposed to be at like
they were-
12.
Yeah,
and
they were supposed to
ended
be
up
at 12, and they
4th.
kept. Because I remember. I don't know who
the-
I was
the-
sitting
the-
there with.
Did
but I
like
was
the
like,
Pelicans like barely miss the playoffs? Or am I wrong?
No, they were
I mean-
like they were supposed to be like 4 or 5, I think, and they jumped up. But
I
I
thought-
remember seeing.
I don't
And
know.
I was like,
The
I
Knicks were
swear
supposed
to
to be number
God.
1, and they were like.
I was like, I
fourth,
swear to God,
that.
the Lakers get number 1 and are able to get Zion. Like, what is?
no, he would have been traded.
No, he
I think. Yeah, you trade him to get
He would've.
get somebody to help you contend. Yeah,
Mhm.
No, I think they would have kept him. Honestly.
I think they would have traded him because then they could get someone.
I'm saying you get more pieces.
I don't know. Like, I'm trying to think of like a player who like almost got traded last year, but I don't really know.
Anybody would have salivated to have a meatball on their team.
I don't know, but
Devin Booker.
Yeah, like a player like Devin Booker.
yeah,
Like,
probably
you, get,
Devin.
you got a good like Devin Booker and like some type of pick
But
because
they would have to work
Zion's,
out like salary and stuff too, so they would have to trade big pieces. I don't know. But that was my little rant about the NHL draft.
Yeah.
That when I saw that pissed me off so bad, and I know it pissed
Yeah.
off so many other Detroit. Like again, like I said, I'm not a hockey. Like I don't watch hockey, but the fact of it's just Detroit got screwed over again, and it just feels like it happens every year.
not
in
the
some
first time.
sport.
I don't want to hear about heartbreaks in the lottery. Timberwolves get 5th and 6th picks, and they take 2-point guards, and the 7th pick is who? Oh, the best 3-point shooter in NBA history.
That was just unlucky. I was just literally just unlucky.
That was just him developing.
That's just David Kahn.
Yeah.
I mean,
Oh.
it's not like the picks they picked
I
were
mean,
bad.
maybe the Pistons will get the first pick.
Yeah.
Hopefully,
That's what I'm hoping for.
Yeah,
They didn't want
hopefully
all
just to
3 teams to get it, so they let 2 of them.
make everything else feel better. Just give Pistons number 1 overall pick. We take
and don't mess it
LaMelo.
up.
Yeah. Okay, I think that's all we got for this podcast. Anybody got anything else to say?
Nothing really.
No.
No.
Thanks for 50 subs.
Okay, yeah. Thank you for 50 subs. Finally got there, even because it went up and then it went down and then it went back up. So thank you for that. Check out A&M on Wednesday because July 1st, training camp's open. So we're gonna have a big episode for you there. Then another Bud podcast on Friday, and then
Might just have to bang out an hour, to be honest with you.
might have to, yeah. And then another Nick and Joe's Film Room on Saturday. So like if you like the content and subscribe if you haven't, and see you guys next time.